To discuss Emily Dickinson, okay, with example as well as his poetic style, literary writing style. Okay? So about Emily Dickinson. Emily Dickinson, 1886, was an American poet from Amherst, Massachusetts. She lived a secluded life and published very few poems during her lifetime. After her death, around 1800 poems were discovered. For example, her inward life is reflected in poems like "I'm Nobody," "Who Are You," "Rejection of Life," social identity, and historical background, incidents with examples, Puritan and religious background. Dickinson grew up with a strict Calvinist society but questioned orthodox and regional. Example, some keep the Sabbath going to church, I keep it staying at home. Challenges traditional religious practice. American Civil War influences themes of death and loss and intensified during the Civil War period. Okay, example, because I could not stop for that, he kindly stopped for me. That is presented as an inevitable and calm. Position of woman. Dickinson rejection the marriage and domestic roles. Example, I am wife. I have finished that marriage is seen as a loss of freedom. Okay, poetic character example. With example, poet of death and immortality. There is gentle and not frightening. Okay, we slowly drove. He knew no has there is patient and polite. Okay, subject and psychological poet. He is then explore inner consciousness. For example, the brain is an wider than sky. Human mind exceeds physical reality. Nature as symbol. Nature isn't symbolic and decorative, but came down to work in this poetry specifically. So, Nature reflects human fear and innocence. Okay, writing style with an example. Simple words, complex meaning. Okay, hope is a thing with pillars. Abstract hope expressed through a word. Hymn meter, common and similar sorts of rhyme. Because I could not stop for that. Alternating iambic lines like hymns. Paradox and irony, mass madness and a man is divinest sense, society is sanity and question. Topsy-turvy use of line space in the letters with an example in his poetry. Unconventional capitalization, that immortality, hope, brain, abstract ideas of created as living forces. Excessive use of the dashes, for example, because I could not stop for that, he kindly stopped for me. Shows, phases, and thought progression. Okay, irregular line breaks. I heard a fly buzz when I died. The stillness in the room. Breaks disrupt smooth reading, creating tension. White space silence example, and when the windows failed and then I could not see to see. Silence mirrors death and insecure uncertainty. Okay, compressed expression. For example, Proverb is composed of Noah's philosophy of time in one line. Okay, why her style is called topsy-turvy, breaks grammar rules, breaks punctuation rules, breaks poetic tradition. Okay, so anticipates modernity, poetry like that, T.S. Eliot and Nature Pound. Conclusion, exam ready. Emily Dickinson's poetry is revolutionary in both form and content, with use the says capitalization and broken lines in silence, along with themes and death and fate, nature and individuality, makes her own and most original poets in American literature. Okay, so that's it.